Richard Madeley, 65, has revealed how he responds to criticism he may face after saying something controversial on Good Morning Britain. In an exclusive chat with Express.co.uk, the presenter noted that he knows there will be a furore on social media virtually any day he appears on The Breakfast Show. After a TV career spanning around 40 years, Richard explained, "Virtually any day that I do Good Morning Britain, you can go on Twitter an hour later and there will be some Twitter storm kicking off over something I've said or done. You have to decide whether it matters, whether it actually is going to have any bearing on what you say or do the next day, or whether you will be offered another contract, or if people will spit on you in the street." When asked whether any of the criticism does matter, Richard replied that it doesn't have any effect at all. The former This Morning host noted that very occasionally he may do something that is genuinely controversial or a genuine mistake. However, he maintains that screaming headlines on Twitter just don't have any impact at all. Richard, who presented This Morning for almost 15 years, and alongside his wife Judy Finnegan on Richard and Judy for 7, says with glee that he has never had a contract withdrawn or altered throughout his entire career. He continued, "It doesn't cross over into real life. I couldn't give a stuff. I really, genuinely, couldn't give a stuff because I know that it doesn't matter. I'm still here and I'm still being asked to work, and nobody spits on me in the street. There is no impact in the real world." Richard's comments come after he was hit with more than 800 Ofcom complaints following his on-air remarks about Keir Starmer. Last week, the host said on GMB, "We learned yesterday that Keir Starmer says he's getting death threats online, people calling for his execution." Journalist Andrew Pearce chimed in, "Well, I think politicians get that all the time." Richard then remarked, "I was going to say, actually, is that big a deal?" Upon hearing his comments, some ITV viewers took to Twitter to hit out at Madeley and accused him of making light of death threats. The next day, Richard addressed the backlash directly on the show and insisted death threats are never acceptable. He said, "I tried to pose a question on one of our early discussions about how prolific online death threats are. I didn't actually quite press it properly, I didn't go into it enough. I just want to reiterate the obvious statement that death threats clearly are never acceptable." It comes as Richard has lent his support to the Cystic Fibrosis Trust's new February campaign, which encourages people to host a tea party with friends to raise funds for life-saving research. The charity is incredibly close to Richard's heart, and he has been an ambassador for more than 20 years. He is urging people to get involved in helping extend the life of young people suffering from the disease. Richard said, "The thing about cystic fibrosis is anyone can be born with it. It can be anyone in your family, it could have been you. If you just take a little bit of time to read about the difficulties, obstacles, and challenges that young people with CF put up with and overcome on a daily basis, you cannot fail to want to help." You can find more information about the Cystic Fibrosis Trust's February campaign here.